Have you ever wondered if there could be a genetic link to infidelity? Infidelity, a word that strikes a chord in many of our hearts. It's a complex and multifaceted issue, one that has been a part of human relationships since time immemorial. It's an unfortunate reality that many of us have to grapple with, and its impact can be profound, causing distress, mistrust, and often leading to the dissolution of relationships. But what if there's more to infidelity than just bad decisions or lack of self-control? What if our genetic makeup could be influencing our propensity to be unfaithful? Intriguing, isn't it? This might sound like a plot from a science fiction novel, but recent research suggests that there could be some truth to this idea. This is a concept that takes us into the realm of behavioral genetics, a field that explores how our genes might influence our behaviors. It's a fascinating area of study, one that has the potential to shed light on many of the mysteries of human behavior. And one of these mysteries is infidelity. Researchers like Cherkas and Ziech have ventured into this uncharted territory, exploring the possible genetic influences on infidelity. Their findings suggest that there might indeed be a genetic basis for unfaithful behavior, with heritability estimates indicating a significant genetic contribution. However, let's not jump to conclusions just yet. While these findings are certainly intriguing, it's important to remember that our genes are not the sole arbiters of our behavior. They may predispose us towards certain actions, but they do not determine our actions entirely. Environmental factors also play a significant role, shaping our behaviors and decisions in profound ways. So what if our genes could tell part of the story behind infidelity? Well, stay tuned as we delve deeper into this fascinating subject in the next scenes. Before we delve into the genetic link to infidelity, let's understand the basics of how genes influence behavior. Our bodies are made up of trillions of cells, and inside each cell is a nucleus that houses our DNA. This DNA is arranged into 23 pairs of chromosomes, which carry our genes. These genes are like a blueprint, containing instructions that tell our bodies how to develop and function. One key concept to grasp is heritability. Heritability is a measure of how much of the variation in a trait within a population is due to genetic differences. For instance, if we say the heritability of height in a certain population is 80%, it means that 80% of the variation in height can be attributed to genetic differences, while the remaining 20% is due to environmental factors. Now, when we talk about behaviors, things get a bit more complex. Behavior isn't a single trait like height or eye color. It's a combination of many traits, each influenced by multiple genes and environmental factors. This is where the concept of genetic predisposition comes into play. Genetic predisposition means that your genes make you more likely to exhibit a certain behavior, but they don't guarantee it. Here's an analogy. Imagine a piano. The genes are like the keys, each one capable of producing a specific note. But the music that's played, that's your behavior, depends not only on the keys, but also on the pianist, who represents the environment. The pianist decides which keys to strike, when, and how hard, thus creating a unique melody. So, while our genes do play a significant role in shaping our behaviors, they don't dictate them entirely. Our environment, our upbringing, experiences, and choices also plays a crucial role. It's an intricate dance between nature and nurture, genes and environment. With this understanding of genetics, we can now explore its possible connection to infidelity. Research studies have explored the genetic influences on infidelity. What have they found, you may ask? Well, the answer is as fascinating as it is complex. Let's dive in. Researchers, including those named Cherkas and Ziech, have turned the spotlight on our genes to uncover whether they might hold the key to why some people are more prone to infidelity than others. The results? Quite revealing indeed. They suggest that there could be a genetic basis for infidelity, with our genes contributing in a significant way to behaviors such as infidelity and the number of sexual partners a person might have. Now, the science behind this isn't as straightforward as saying, this gene equals infidelity. It's more nuanced than that. While specific genes haven't been pinpointed as the infidelity genes, the studies indicate that genetic factors, particularly in men, may play a role in predisposing individuals to unfaithful behavior. Think of it this way. Our genes are like a deck of cards we're dealt at birth. They shape us in myriad ways, from the color of our eyes to our susceptibility to certain diseases, and yes, potentially even to our propensity for infidelity. But just as you can choose how to play your cards in a game, so too can individuals choose how to act, regardless of their genetic predispositions. In other words, while our genes may influence our behavior, they certainly do not dictate it. Our behaviors are a complex interplay of both our genetic makeup and the environment in which we live. So if you're thinking, I've got infidelity genes, so I'm doomed to cheat, think again. Your genes might make you more likely to be unfaithful, but they don't make the decision for you. That's all on you. While these findings are intriguing, they are not the full picture. Let's consider the other factors at play. After all, understanding the science of infidelity is not just about genetics, but about how these genetic factors interact with our environment, experiences, and choices. So, stay tuned as we delve deeper into this captivating topic. Environmental factors also shape our behaviors. How do they interact with our genes when it comes to infidelity? As we delve deeper into the world of genetics and behavior, we must acknowledge the significant role of environmental factors. Think about it this way. Our genes form the blueprint of our potential, but our environment determines how that potential is realized. It's like when you plant a seed. The seed carries the genetic code for the plant it will become, but it needs the right soil, sunlight, and water to grow. Similarly, our genetic predispositions interact with our environment to shape our behaviors, including something as complex as infidelity. Environmental factors encompass a wide array of elements, from our upbringing and cultural norms to our personal experiences and relationships. Let's consider infidelity. While certain genetic factors may predispose individuals to unfaithful behavior, the environment they grow up in or live in can significantly influence whether they act on these predispositions. For instance, someone with a genetic inclination towards infidelity who grows up in a society where infidelity is heavily condemned may never engage in unfaithful behavior. On the other hand, an individual without such a genetic predisposition who lives in an environment where infidelity is normalized or even encouraged may end up being unfaithful. Moreover, personal experiences and relationships play a crucial role too. Positive relationships and experiences can foster honesty and faithfulness, even in those with a genetic predisposition to infidelity. Conversely, negative experiences may lead to infidelity, even in the absence of a genetic inclination. It's crucial to understand that our behaviors are not dictated by our genes alone, nor are they solely the product of our environment. Instead, they are the outcome of a complex interplay between these two factors. It's like a dance where both partners, genes and environment, are leading and following in turns, shaping our behaviors and making us who we are. As we can see, our behaviors are the result of complex interactions between our genes and our environment. With all this information, what does it tell us about infidelity and genetics? Let's take a moment to look back and see how everything we've discussed fits together. We started with the puzzle of infidelity, a behavior that, despite its potential consequences, continues to persist in human relationships. We then delved into the fascinating world of genetics and behavior, exploring the scientific research that seeks to uncover the mysteries of our actions and choices. We discovered that research studies by the likes of Cherkas and Ziech have unearthed intriguing findings. They suggest that there may indeed be a genetic basis for infidelity. Heritability estimates have indicated a significant genetic contribution to behaviors like infidelity and the number of sexual partners. This is especially apparent in men, where genetic factors may predispose individuals to unfaithful behavior. However, it's crucial to remember that this is not the whole story. While our genes may influence our tendencies, they do not write our destinies. Our environment and our personal choices also play a significant role in shaping our behavior. The interplay between these elements is complex and multifaceted, making the issue of infidelity far from a simple matter of genetics. The key takeaway here is that while there appears to be a genetic link to infidelity, this does not mean that infidelity is predetermined or unavoidable. Each of us has the power to make choices and to influence our own behavior. Genetics may provide the prologue, but we, as individuals, write the chapters of our lives. The relationship between genetics and infidelity is complex, but understanding it can provide valuable insights into human behavior. And with these insights, we can better navigate the intricate tapestry of human relationships, and perhaps even help to mitigate the impacts of infidelity.